hoping they would repent. But they mocked Yahweh's prophets, Yahweh's messengers. They simply continued sinning. They simply continued breaking the Sabbath, breaking the land Sabbath, and worshipping idols. And the enemy came and they went into captivity. They went into Babylonian captivity for 70 long years. Meaning many people just simply lived and died there in captivity. Many Jews lived and died in captivity. But then, after 70 years, Yahweh kept his promise. He made his prophecy come true that they would return, or at least a portion of the Jews would return. As it says here, whoever is among you of all his people, Yahweh his Elohim be with him and let him go up. So those Jews who still faithfully, or again faithfully served Yahweh, after 70 years, they were allowed to go up to Jerusalem. We see a principle here which is important in prophecy, that is, prophecies of Yahweh are conditional. Yahweh is consistent, he punishes people for disobedience, and he rewards them, he blesses them for obedience. So if an entire nation is disobedient, well, and they continue to be disobedient in spite of sending messengers, well, then they are punished as a nation. As a nation. Had they listened to Jeremiah, to Yirmiyahu, the prophet, then there was no reason for them to go into captivity, but they mocked Yahweh's prophets. They didn't learn from their error, but praise Yahweh, after the 70 years of captivity, a number of them did learn from their error, as we can read in the books of Ezra and Nehemiah. Well, these people were zealous. They were zealous to serve Yahweh and to learn about Torah, which they had mostly forgotten or which had never been taught to them. So they, as soon as Torah was read to them, they repented and they started obeying Yahweh. Remember also, they sent away their foreign pagan wives. All the foreign pagan wives who were serving other deities were sent away. So this shows their zeal to serve Yahweh. They, or I should say their grandchildren or their great-grandchildren, learned their lesson. The 2-3 generations later learned the lesson of the sins of their forefathers. Their forefathers had sinned and they learned from it. So that's another thing we can do, that is learn from the sins, the errors of our parents, grandparents, our forefathers. It's not because in a certain country, a certain society, things are done a certain way, this is necessarily pleasing to Yahweh. If it's not, we must simply change our own habits. Let's go to a well-known parable now in the New Testament, Luke 15. Luke 15, verses 11 to 24. Luke 15, 11, verse 11 to 24.
And it said, a certain man had 2 sons. And the younger of them said to his father, Father, give me the portion of gold falling unto me. And he divided his livelihood between them. And not many days after, the younger son, having gathered all together, went away to a distant country, and there wasted his gold with loose living. And when he had spent all, there arose a severe scarcity of food throughout the land, and he began to be in need. And he went and he joined himself to one of the citizens of that country, and he sent him to these fields to feed pigs. And he was longing to fill the stomach, and the pods of the pigs were eating, and no one gave to him. But having come to himself, and he said, How many of my father's hired servants have bread enough and to spare, and I am perishing with hunger. Having risen, I shall go to my father and say to him, Father, I have sinned against the heaven and before you, and I am no longer worthy to be called your son. Make me one of your hired servants. And having risen unto his father, and while he was still a long way off, his father saw him and was moved with compassion, and ran and felt on. And the son said to him, Father, I have sinned against you, the heaven, and there before you, and I am no longer worthy to be called your son. But the father said to his servant, Bring out the best robe and put on him, and put a ring on his hand and sandals on his feet, and bring the fattened calf here and slaughter it, and let us set and rejoice, because the son of mine was dead and is alive again, and is lost and found, and began to rejoice.
Here we see